Valentine's Day, the hallmark holiday that pressures you to buy overpriced flowers to appease your loved ones. I've made it a mission of mine to never buy flowers. You think the wife would be disappointed, but this is where the creative juices can kick in. I've been thinking about what I could cook that's affordable but heartwarming that would melt your Valentine's heart. I think I got something that could work. So what is this magic dish? It's a Japanese classic, a total comfort food called Hambagu, or Japanese Hamburger Steak. Imagine a steak made from ground meat, but super tender and juicy inside. This meal will absolutely shock your Valentine with its flavor and costs less than a movie ticket. We're talking less than $10. Hambagu got popular in Japan as a cheaper way to get that steak dinner experience. And that absolutely applies today, given the price of beef these days. If you're thinking there's no way that costs less than $10, I get it, but let's break it down. The whole point of Hambagu is that it's designed to be easy on the wallet. The star ingredient is ground meat. Meat is usually going to be our most expensive ingredient, and given how much beef prices have gone up, making a cheap meal is getting harder. So here's the first hack. We're using a blend of ground beef and ground pork. For 2 patties, you need about a pound of meat. Using a beef and pork blend doesn't just save money, it gives you the best of both worlds. Rich flavor from the beef and juicy texture from the pork. This will be your biggest expense, but I was able to find a pack on sale for $3.48 a pound. The other key ingredients are a small onion, a couple carrots, a broccoli crown, 2 pounds of potatoes, and an egg. Everything else are typical pantry staples like panko breadcrumbs, a little salt, pepper, sugar, some nutmeg, milk, butter, ketchup, Worcestershire sauce, soy sauce, oyster sauce, and some red wine. The amount we're using costs pennies, so you add it all up, $3.50 for the meat, another $3.50 for the vegetables and egg, and let's be generous and say $1 or $2 for a little bit of everything else, and we are easily under that $10 for a romantic dinner for 2. Mission complete. Alright, let's get prepping. The secret to a great Hambagu starts with the prep, and the first step is the onions. This is what makes a hamburger steak. We're going to finely chop 1 small onion. We'll then saute it in a pan with some oil over medium heat. We want to cook them slow until they're soft, translucent, and just starting to get a little golden. Once they're soft, take them off the heat and transfer to a large bowl and let it cool for 30 minutes. In the meantime, let's prepare our other vegetables. Potatoes peeled and cut into 1-inch pieces, carrots peeled and cut into strips about 1/2 inch wide, a broccoli crown cut into florets of equal size. For the sauce, I'm going to prepare the tonkatsu sauce first. In a bowl, combine 1.5 tablespoons of sugar, 2 tablespoons oyster sauce, 4 tablespoons of ketchup, and 3.5 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce. Mix together and set it aside. Okay, let's get to the heart of the matter. Once the onions are cool, time to put it all together. Add the ground beef and pork blend to the bowl. Then add salt and pepper to taste, and a 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg. Add 1/3 of a cup of panko breadcrumbs, 2 tablespoons of milk, and 1 large egg. Mix it all together with a spoon or spatula. Then we can use our hands to mix and knead the mixture until it's sticky. Then we'll split it into 2 portions. Now the real fun begins. We're going to toss the meat from one hand to the other, like you're playing catch. Do it about 5 to 10 times. This gets rid of any air pockets inside. If you have air pockets, your patty can crack and fall apart when you cook it. Because it's Valentine's, we're going to make a heart-shaped patty, about 1 inch thick, and place it on a tray or plate. Repeat with the remaining portions. Kinda reminds me of Eva in Metal Gear Solid making hearts with C3. It's gonna be bomb-tastic. Flavor bombs, I mean. Cover the patties with plastic wrap and keep them in the refrigerator for at least 30 minutes before cooking so that the meat combines well and solidifies the fat. The vegetables are not the focus here, but I'll give a quick rundown of what needs to be done. For the potatoes, we're gonna boil them for 10 minutes with some salt and about a teaspoon of baking soda. We'll drain the potatoes, add salt, pepper, a 1/4 cup of olive oil, rub them up in a pot, and roast them in a 425-degree convection oven for 20 minutes, then turn them over for another 20 to 30 minutes. For the carrots, we'll quickly season them with salt, pepper, and paprika, then roast them in the oven during the second phase of the potatoes roasting. And for the broccoli, I want them to be vibrant and green, so instead of roasting them along with the potatoes and carrots, I'm going to blanch them for a couple minutes in boiling water that's been salted and oiled. Drizzle some sesame oil over them after taking them out. Okay, our patties are ready to go. Get a skillet over medium-high heat with a little oil. When it's hot, gently place the patties in the pan. You should hear that sizzle. That's the sound of flavor. Press a little dent in the middle of each patty. As the hambagu cooks, the middle puffs up. This little dent makes sure it cooks flat and evenly all the way through. Let them cook without touching them for about 3 or 4 minutes until you get a deep golden brown crust. Flip them over and cook them for another 2 to 3 minutes. Now for part 2, the steam. This is the key to a juicy patty. Reduce the heat to low and add 3 tablespoons of red wine. Cover the pan with a lid and cook for 5 to 7 minutes to cook the inside. If you don't want to use alcohol, beef or chicken stock or even water can work here. If you're getting excited to make this for your Valentine and you're liking this recipe, do me a quick favor and hit that subscribe button below. It's free and I'll let you know when the next budget recipe comes out. When the time's up, take that hambagu out and let it rest on a plate. And whatever you do, do not clean the pan. We're going to build our sauce right on top of these brown stuck-on bits for added flavor. In that pan, we're going to add these ingredients for the sauce. 1 tablespoon of unsalted butter, 3 tablespoons of ketchup, 3 tablespoons of red wine, 3 tablespoons of the tonkatsu sauce we just made, and 3 tablespoons of water. Mix well together and bring the sauce to a simmer over medium heat to let the alcohol evaporate. When the sauce thickens where you can draw a line from the bottom of the frying pan with a spatula, remove it from the heat. And now we're almost done. Our patties are rested, our sauce is glossy. It's time to plate this thing up. Let's try something here. You know, sometimes the vision in your mind doesn't quite translate the way you imagined. I pictured a work of art. This is something. It's still delicious though, tender and juicy, and the sauce really elevates this meal with its savory, sweet, tangy, rich flavor. It's a game changer. My wife is still gonna love it. No reaction content from my Valentine though. She's camera shy. And there you have it, a juicy, tender Japanese hamburger steak. A stunning Valentine's dinner for 2 that just proves you don't have to spend a ton of money or fight for reservations to have a special, romantic night. All it takes is a few simple ingredients and wanting to make something delicious for someone you care about. Putting your heart into it is really what matters. If they don't appreciate that, they don't deserve you. So what are your Valentine Day plans? Are you gonna try making a meal at home? Let me know down in the comments. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it and subscribe so you don't miss the next budget recipe. Take care everyone.